back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Hey, Tony, hey, that man Keyshawn said he wanted to fuck you up like a rubber cup. Look at the rubber cup. TK Keyshawn. Walter, what the fuck is a rubber cup? What is that? You don't know those little rubber cups? Y'all don't know the rubber cups the girls be making to you know, to make their lips? No, you don't know the little plastic cup. You don't know the little thing, the rubber cups where the girls be using on their lips to make them look pouty and shit.
You talking about like them Jenna things?
Yeah. Suck you up like a rubber cup.
You can do my pussy like that.
Oh Lord.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
My gator's,
it's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Back to normal.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know you
that
know better
dude,
than
I didn't think he was actually good. That dude like was full on fucking big sucking for a living day. Jesus fucking. You thought I was joking?
Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks
now you got me sus about you, bro. Fuck you hang out with those kind of dudes, boy. Jesus. Nah, I don't even invite him to troll people.
The first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. You gotta limit plays like that.
And that's something
but he was just like, I'm gonna get 2K19 just to troll people on that gay.
You can always tell that they were concerned
so you ain't acting gay, bitch, you is gay.
So
yeah.
Being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them.
I got a whole book on
the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Having a pretty decent if I missed him,
fucking a dude with the wisdom. Your half girlfriend. Imagine. I heard only people that do TikTok are gay people. And people that actually do TikTok, I think they're actually gay. Luckily I just put toxic shit on there. I heard the more toxic it is, the more gay it is.
Picked off near the 42. And the return stops.
I heard the more injuries on your sake.
He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week.
It's actually opposite.
Not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
on the west side. Ooh.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And his defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the west side of the afternoon. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Met a gay dude, now he did.
I think he checked mom was gay.
The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20.
Got a Michael Jackson and shit.
I ain't gay. I'll just lie.
Rodgers to throw on second down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown.
It ain't gay though.
And
yes, I say homo. But it ain't gay because I say no homo.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drop.
Got a man open, it's Adams.
Touchdown,
Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers
we need to get some new people in here. Yes, sir. Need some more people.
We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation.
Everyone invite some people.
Because
I only have like.
I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused it. You did it. I had to.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh, my friend heard that. Push my 2
You know, I'm gonna invite everyone. I don't care what you know.
Cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Gonna catch a little 12-year-old 1.0.
Tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, They give him full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go.
Shoot the follow, Ethan. The other guy talking to Dave Henderson.
A good pickup there,
Yeah.
22.
Talking about E-Bums.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of
big
strength
coming.
and grind.
Yeah.
It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
We're having party tryouts. Who's the most lit in here? Who's the least lit?
And what?
Keith isn't talking, so I have to give him the...
They will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Accuse me of talking.
Back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
No, Papa. Alright, let's go from top to bottom. Kid Keyshawn.
What up?
If I say your name, say here, alright? Kid Keyshawn.
Yeah.
TDG.
So after
Wavy.
the INT, it's Rodgers.
Alright, getting the
Takes a
boot.
shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Almighty V.
That one before he wanted to. He was
here?
right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist
Excuse
there
me?
without a license, don't you?
Here.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Paisley.
Present.
Here, Daddy.
Incomplete pass on
You grabbed the
first
bottom.
down,
I can't read
to
it.
a
My face
second
can't
and
move.
10.
I'm Edo.
Tomato. Tomato here.
Potato.
Here's Rodgers to throw
Wait,
it
what?
in. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
I can't read his name. What is
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Sharp zone.
An excellent
Sharp
pick
zone,
up of
YT.
34 yards.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because you usually have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes,
But you didn't call my name. Fuck you.
I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught.
Got a man open, it's Adams.
Well, I'm gonna let you know I'm in the fucking party, you adopted bastard, you.
2 touchdown
Shut up.
passes
You know,
now here in this
fucking
first
after
quarter
two,
for
huh?
Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Hard as hell.
And it's good to make
Wake
it
up fucking all
14-0.
paralyzed like you didn't know you were sleeping for 3 hours. I definitely was playing Red Dead the whole time. Y'all thought I was asleep.
Crosby on now to kick it away.
I literally was. You weren't, bro. You're snowing for 30 minutes, bro. It wasn't even like no, like, oh, 2-minute shit. Oh, you got what's crazy is that even my girlfriend tells me I never snore, so what the fuck are you talking about? I probably had my mic hella close to my
The
mouth.
Chargers getting set to go.
Sure.
Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start
Sounds a
the
bit
ball
sus to
game,
me.
and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns. Probably not very deep into their
Shit, man,
script.
boy.
I think they'll
Everybody
stay
jumping
with
out
it.
the
I
party.
don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0.
Hey, Mamba, what overall are you now?
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Damn, you're not gonna answer it, man.
Now Carr
Pussy.
throwing on 2nd down.
Oh, okay.
Caught left side.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Fuck that nigga.
And they're able to get this one across the
Got it.
35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Don't have any friends in
Here's
both.
another interception, the 3rd of the first quarter. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
For some TV, self-control drive.
I don't know about that last time.
Crazy. Nigga Mamba Steady calling me out. Not being slice, but he was the one that was flirting with dude.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
He was
It'll be
definitely not
2nd
saying no
down.
homo. I'm gonna say homo or no homo. He's straight. It's all fun and games when someone comes in the back, let's be honest. I don't think I like calling you guys or anything. It's all good. That's never fun. I'm saying. I think they were people. Fuck!
On second down, here's Rodgers.
Me too.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
And that's
Not
being
at all.
white.
And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
He
got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
You're white
you
and
gotta
gay.
cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yeah, maybe white and gay, so we don't get the 40. Oof. Hey, bro, that made me get my TikTok followers on you. I'm getting my Asian.
Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone
Trust me, I
defense,
got
when
some
you can
Asians
sit
on the
back
list, and they're ready to
and see
shoot up
the
a
ball
school.
coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what?
That's
Creates
K. White,
a lot
you,
of
white kid.
confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle
That's
of the
K.
field
White,
where
you,
you don't make a play
kid.
on the football.
They only punted twice in the win
Fuck
last
now.
week as he gets this one away.
Same don't suck a nigga dick.
Just 21 yards on the
I can't
punt
tell
there.
if I'm
And it'll
white
be
or black,
Charger
bro. Make your
football
fucking mind
here
up,
as they
pussy.
take over.
Do I like it or not? Like, I gotta tell. Like, you can't be both. You fucking both, I can't tell if I like you or not.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look
Johnny,
to throw. He's got it down the left side. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a yard on the catch there.
Dad
It'll be
looks like
second
a
and
fucking
9.
caramel.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first
What's
quarter, he's going to get
caramel
some
ball?
catches, but they rallied
He's
to
trying
it
to play some
quickly.
part.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said.
What's hard?
First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because
That
when
was
you do
big,
that,
big
you
duty
have
brother,
chase of yardage
little brother.
after the catch.
Big
Now you
booty
put
big
the
guy
offense in a
had
position
a.
where
What's his
every
name? Big booty
series,
big
they
guy.
have to work hard to pick
Yeah,
up
that was
first
his
downs.
name tag.
You
Big
just
booty
don't
big
know
guy.
how to do that.
After an incomplete pass
Did you
on
say
second
Big Booty
down,
Bubbles?
leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
If Accused Me was in here, he would have been laughing.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now
Don.
Carr lost it, fumble. And this is going to be Packer football.
Yo, left.
He let one slip away last week as well. So there's fumbles lost.
Gentlemen
in as many weeks.
We were out of practice, and we watched
No,
it.
oh my
goodness.
talking about rookie, the legit going.
Being a
There's no
two-man
breathing
monster.
heavy. There's no Michael Like a distance too.
Both hands on the football,
Yeah.
taking care of it.
You got up, went to your mic test and shit, and then
And
left.
pops free. The collision there
Me
jarred
talking.
the ball loose
Oh
and
my
brings
God.
up second down.
I was listening to y'all talk the whole time. Oh yeah, what were you saying? Bitch, that was last night. You act like I knew.
You guys don't
You
know.
didn't know because you're fucking sleeping. I barely know what I ate this morning. Bitch.
about boys. Boys.
So after the incompletion on
That's
first,
you.
now second and 10.
I was busy dreaming about boys. I've never even made it. I never made a parody or ironic post of that shitty ass TikTok. That's what they all say. I had like a backup account that, you know.
Gonna throw again. Toward the
My backup
sideline.
account
Look
is
at
when I
that
was
catch.
15.
Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first
Okay, you know what?
down.
You can just fucking go get some fried chicken and fucking pussy. Fuck. Very cool.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Very racist.
Man, open
The bathroom too, so
Santos.
fucking soon.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Black and skinny, so it looks like a Slim Jim.
Aaron Rodgers,
He's
three
buzzing to put him to
first-half
sleep.
touchdown passes, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Who's talking shit in
And
the
this one
chat?
through the uprights and good.
You would know if you're in it. Wait.
Crosby
Playing
on
Red
down to
Dead.
kick it away.
Yeah, I'm playing Black Ops now. I'm still looking for chat.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end
Just got
zone
off
for a
of work. I
touchback.
can't
The
multitask.
Chargers offense gets
I
set.
can't
They
double
head back
multitask. We
onto
just
the
like to get that one
field.
time.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A
That's
3 and
crazy.
out here, or an inability to put any points up.
Why is
This one
Hardy
might be
so
over by
bad? I
half.
need some like
And
whip.
what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a
people
big
is
shot
loud.
downfield. You know,
Need some,
thinking
like,
you're going to
big
get all
booty
these
gay guys.
points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still
I'm
the
a host
first
child.
half. I'm not saying you have ultimate
I'm like a
control,
baby.
but you also don't
Yeah.
have to go ahead and
Yeah.
chase everything either.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting
I'm gonna
play.
punch a little bit more.
Give him 19.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
It's only weird because Bunk is here. Bunk's be inviting all these gay dudes and talking all about this gay shit. Even though you told me to invite him when I said I was this gay dude and my friends with. But why you have me on friends list is the whole... Well, I didn't even have him on my friends list, and he even told you that. I just invited him from one of my other parties.
Losing yardage back at the 42.
So all
he lost get out of there, now. And it's 3rd down.
Even he said
last
that.
Catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Nah.
Again, they'll throw it.
Could have been me.
Inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Boys.
Shotgun now for Carr. Going underneath for Gordon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
I don't think I've ever heard that from my entire life.
24 yards.
I'm eating a fat-ass bowl of praise cereal. Have you guys ever heard that?
This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
Bro, my name is fucking... Wait! Jesus fucking Christ!
Can really generate
fucking trash.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Jesus, bro.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd
down. They
got
fucking 4 points in the second quarter.
That makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Fucking team is retarded, bro. Look at the fucking shoot. That's why I have fucking 4 points with 2 fucking...
But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
Oh, my God.
Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with
I'm really going to break something, bro. Get the fucking ass. I'm saying that. I'm about to get some McDonald's before I break something. Oh, this shit is so fucking annoying. 4 points in the fucking second half.
Near the 30-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Why do the Lakers have such a good record, bro? They're so fucking trash.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
You got that shit stuck in your head.
Huh?
You got that shit stuck in your head, huh?
Yeah, got you. Yeah.
Working from the gun, Rodgers looking deep for Adams, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Rich, look how many points I have. I'm going crazy.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up second down.
That's why I have so many points, bro. Fucking going crazy with me.
Throwing again.
I'm fucking running, bro. Not the police. Fuck.
That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense is trying to...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Nothing. I'm trying as hard as I fucking can. I can't get open. Watch. Every fucking play, they just get right past the screen and it's not open. Now they'll open, just go tip over their head.
Just creates nightmarish type matchups on the other side.
No, I'm playing straight up, bro. I gave up on up and under shit. This shit's not working.
Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover it.
We trade to LA, good ass. Can't beat him again.
Crosby on now to kick it away.
Look at this fucking pussy. Why the ball? You're a fucking faggot. Why do you stand by fucking AI the entire fucking game?
It's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
Oh my god.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
I ain't watching
it doesn't no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's what I'm about to do.
Play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's like, look at this shit. Let's get past it every time.
The 25, 2nd and 10.
Don't download TikTok. Just fucking watch compilations on YouTube.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. Completes it to Benjamin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
It's fucking... Just go to that song, I'm not gonna lie.
On play action, it's
another song. Maybe I'll be Widowmaker. I'm already Widowmaker. Oh, I want to be Gansy. I'm already Gansy.
Takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Carr again. Carr on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Jiminy fucking cricket might take it small.
We just saw there for a big gainer. That's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. If you hit enough,
the lover boy one goes crazy. What do you say when you call it lover boy? Or some shit. Oh, lover boy.
You show your other
what do you say when you call him again?
And on that play, it worked
for big yardage. I'm going to be on TikTok and Logan more than me.
And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
I'm just an average TikTok watcher. Whenever I'm taking a shit, I watch it. Whenever I want to go to sleep, I watch it. Whenever I beat my meat, I watch it.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Come on, bro.
I'm not sure
KD does not have this fucking
right now. Okay, we're
good
gonna score
defense,
8
man.
times in a row.
Jesus, Jiminy fucking Crickets! Jesus fucking Christ, I wish you could kill this kid.
And you do have, you're still in the first
Oh,
half. You do have the
look at him,
second
Clay
half.
Thompson's not this fucking good at defense,
Bad
bro.
on that board, but now they broke it.
Fucking ripping me, fucking beating my
Can they
shit.
maintain the pace? We'll
Fucking
see as we
twerking
go
all
along.
over me, like
Trevor
fuck.
Davis now to return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard
Oh my god,
line,
bro.
right around the 36.
Clay really is. It's crazy how one dude just ruins your
Packer
fucking
offense
entire
now
game.
ready
Just
to
makes
get
you want to
back
fucking
onto the field.
turn fucking
And
day.
from this spot in the field, the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see
Hey,
an
man,
E
don't
and
make
that's
the
it?
controller.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Clay's literally winning them the fucking game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before
Alright,
he works
yeah,
it
this is-
past the 50.
I ain't heard him quit. Come on.
Halftime here with the
Can't
visiting
stop these
Packers
dudes. Fucking run like
out
I'm the
on
police or
top.
something.
As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our
Come on, pass the
Sports
fucking ball.
halftime report. Coach,
Not chicken nuggets.
so
Fucking
it's
stop holding it
Packers
for that
set
long.
to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Returnable here for Davis. And some room to roam now. And how about that return? As he's
I swear
all the
to
way
God.
inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
What are you doing, you God?
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I'm trying so hard to chill, though. You don't fucking understand. Trying to stop up the past 10 minutes and won't fucking let me. These fucking runs with these fucking. I have this fucking chicken or some shit. Watch me. All I'm doing is holding the fucking touchpad. This is all I'm doing. I'm not doing nothing else but the touchpad. And they fucking pass down low. Like, it's like they know I'm trying to foul out. When do I ever do that? I don't do that shit when I'm fucking. God. That fucking come over here.
His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's gonna take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let me fucking foul out.
3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get
Oh
him
my
as
God.
they
You know what? I'm
stop
just
him
gonna
behind the
fucking lose.
line.
I swear to God.
He lost 2, and it brings up
Can you
4.
fucking like, can you just like spin me out? Like, just fucking something, 2K. Like, come on, bro.
And Crosby puts
Fucking
it
3
through.
fouls.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's
No,
see
I'm
what
shooting
this is
bad.
about.
Like, fuck.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads
I never got so mad
first
about
and
career,
goal.
bro. Right.
Now Rodgers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs
Come on.
to play with.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Being chased out left. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a play fake. Carr. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things. Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, 1st-round draft pick. Uncle was a 1st-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returning, it's Benjamin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Carr now on 1st down. And right side, Henry's got it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Returnable here for Davis. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Graham, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
7:34.
From the gun, it's Carr. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Get set. We're waiting. Quiet down. What's it on?
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And Crosby puts it through, and that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Everybody on the bed.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And bulldozing his way through. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring it down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 85 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
7:34.
Carr now on first down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel something.
And look at this. It's a fake. And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Cake for those.
offense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the home team...